Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday Devotionals. My name is Ken Burkey, and I want to piggyback on the message and the topic of yesterday's service. We talked about grief management. How do we navigate the losses of life? And if you missed it, I'd love you to go back and watch it. You can watch it on YouTube or Facebook, or if you know someone that's dealing with deep loss, let them know about it. We are starting a Grief Share class October 5th, and if you're interested in that, you can go to our website, fill out a contact card, and somebody will get a hold of you. But what we said, I want to go to the very end of yesterday's topic about grief management. That when we are honest with our grief, when we're willing to live in that pain and be honest about our woundedness, that's when God can use us to help others. 2 Corinthians says, with the same comfort God has given us, then we can hand and give that comfort to others. People of faith, a Live 58 church, this is our calling. God uses our brokenness many times to help others. Brennan Manning said it this way. He said, in love service, only wounded soldiers can serve. Really, our ultimate calling as Christ followers is to love God and to love our neighbor. We are really called in such a time as this to look around our community to those who are hurting, and to those who are broken, and to those who are struggling, and to those who are mourning. And we are to offer love and hope to them. But we can only do it if we're honest about our own woundedness. Sometimes we think, well, I got to have it all together. Or maybe we think, I've done too much wrong in the past to be able to help others. No, it is in our brokenness, it is in our woundedness that then God says, now I can use you to serve the broken and the wounded and the hurting. So this week, don't discount yourself. Ask God. Just say, God, point out somebody that is hurting, and maybe I can give them a word of hope. Maybe I can give them a word of encouragement. Maybe I can let them know that even in their loss and in their woundedness, God loves them and God still has a plan for their lives. In love service, in God's calling for people of faith, only wounded soldiers can serve. So that means we're all qualified. Don't discount yourself. Don't disqualify yourself this week. And don't get overwhelmed by the news that, sometimes the world's brokenness seems overwhelming. God doesn't ask us to solve the whole world's problem. You know what he asks us to do? Is to pay attention to our neighbor who may be hurting, to a coworker, or to a family member. To look around us, as Isaiah 58 says, and to break the chains of injustice to somebody who is hungry, to somebody who needs shelter, to our own flesh and blood. But we can only do it when we're honest about our own woundedness. And then what God says, then his light will shine upon us. No matter what's going on in the world, there will be joy, there will be protection, and there will be blessings. So thanks for being a part of a Live 58 church, where we don't have to have our emotions dictated by the circumstances around us. But God uses us just as we are, if we're honest about just who we are, to bless and to love others. May you have a blessed week. Know that God loves you. He watches over you. And he's given you gifts and a story to help someone else. And you know what? When we help others, healing happens to us. So again, I just pray this week, whether it's a phone call, whether it's an encounter at work, whatever it is, I just pray that God's Spirit would say, here's a wounded person. Just speak life into them. It's a privilege, and it's what we get to do. God bless you. Have a great week. Look for my blog tomorrow, Worship Wednesday. Just watch social media and follow us on social media as you see things that are coming up throughout the month. God bless you and have a great and blessed week.